popping, but you already knew. I've been rolling with these folks, this that Monday night crew. Millennials versus the world like, millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world like, millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world. Millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world like, millennials versus the world like you.
Yo, what's happening, good people, man? Welcome back to another episode of Millennials vs. the World. It's your boy K. Mims, man. I got my bro B-Dot with me, man. What's happening, bro?
What up, bro? What up?
You had jokes tonight too, bro. Yeah, jokes, huh? See,
what up, bro?
I'm chilling, man. How you, brother? How you? Is a lot. Hey, man. May 16th, the link up with Friendships with Flow, Millennials vs. the World. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. We going up. Tickets on pause right now. Tap in. My bad, brother. What's up, though? What up with you?
Not shit, bro. We here. It's the pregame show tonight.
You know what I'm saying? You asked me what I was on. And you know what I'm saying? Yo, Marcus, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? I ain't you know what I mean? I ain't going too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. May 16th. But all right, bro, the first opening thoughts, because we're doing a bro code today too. Do you feel like it ain't nothing crazy? Do you feel like millennials are too old to change their ways? Like we getting up there instead. We ain't the young folks on the block no more. Do you feel like we too old to change our way? I want to know. I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
No, we're not too old to change our ways. Is it harder? Possibly. Are we gonna resist? Yeah. We're not too old to change our ways. I would hope we growing and getting better.
We getting there, bro. Getting
there what?
Too old to change
our ways?
Yeah, we getting there. I think the more time we spend, I think the more time we spend isolated. This is what I think. I think what makes you change your ways is experiences and your friends challenging you, right? But the more time we grow into this isolation culture, I think that's when we start thinking that our way is the only way, or thinking our way is the right way. So like the more and more people go into this, like self-care is the best care, and I want to be by myself. Everybody's an introvert. I'm not saying anything negative about those things, but I feel like we are getting further and further away from like real community. So people don't challenge each other no more. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, like you think your ways work because you ain't around nobody like that. You're not really in spaces where you got to operate a different way. So you start to think your ways is the only way to go. And it impacts the way, like if I'm in the house, if I go outside, I'm gonna use an example. If I go outside once a month, eventually, because how fast outside goes, I'm going to eventually become obsolete in my ways being outside because I'm not doing it enough to like see what the landscape is, to see that it's changed. You know what I mean? However, if I spend time with people that go out, and I go out with people in different ways in different places, I may not do the same going out, but like I'm out enough to know that it's different. Like, oh, dag, I didn't know. You get what I'm saying? But if you go ahead.
No, I was about to say, so then we can change.
I think we should be able to. I don't think that's what millennials are leaning towards. I absolutely think we should be able to. I don't think that's what's happening though. When the last oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, to me, those are two different questions.
Okay.
Are millennials too old to change? And do I think that they are willing to change? Two different things. Because I agree with you. With the willing to change. Once you've been doing it for a minute, ain't nobody checking you like you said. Yeah, nah, bro, my way is right. But are we too old to change? No.
It got to do something with age, though, bro. Like the I'll speak for myself. The older I get, okay, like the easy answer, the PC answer is like, oh no, we're not too old. But we hit a point where we really do get stuck in our ways. Now, I'm not saying that either of us are. I'm not saying that all millennials are, but we're getting there, bro. We're getting there. Because how many times have you had to tell someone about yourself and the relationship ended? Tell them about themselves and the relationship ended instead of them responding positively when you had no malice intent.
I'll wait. I mean, I've encountered it, but again, I don't think that makes you too old to change.
So why would that relationship go astray if that's not the case?
because that person can't accept it. That don't make them too old to change.
How old was this person that this happened to you with?
Oh my God, I don't have an exact example, but just because you 30 years old don't mean that you too old to change.
I think it's more the top end of the bracket, not the bottom end. I don't, I think the question is formulated one way, but I really sit back and I really be thinking about like, hold up, bro. Like the way I think about things now, and then like the more I interact with people, the less like their things make sense. So like I want to interact with them. So then like it makes me challenge myself on like, and what I'm doing right, wrong, or indifferent, because I see what people are doing and I don't really want to really be out there like that, bro.
You can't just be right.
Nobody's right all the time, and I feel right.
I ain't saying.
Hey, listen, what I'm saying.
Okay. I got you. I heard that. Yeah. I heard that. I heard that.
It's like, no, I know I'm not right all the time, but it's like I should even when you get in spaces that's challenging. Go ahead, bro.
You 35, and you just acknowledge that you feel right all the time, but you know you're not right all the time, which means you can change it. You don't address situations as if you right all the time. You might think it in your head. You still approach it differently.
There's a lot of dumb stuff going on out here, bro.
And I agree.
Yeah, it's like I know I'm not right all the time, but I know that ain't the way neither. That's my problem. Like I ain't got to be right, but I know what I'm seeing and what you saying ain't right. It ain't time to go do that neither, bro.
Well, if that's the case, then you don't need to change.
See, I feel like it's about. I feel like no, it shouldn't be easy. It should not be easy. Lou, what up?
What up?
Lou, what up, bro?
It should not be easy to change, right? But I do feel like the older you get, no matter the room, the person, place, or thing, the smarter you get, the harder it is to yield to other thinkings and other behaviors and other environments. And you could be in places where you would assume it's almost like what Barack Obama said. Like you get to some tables or you get to some places and you think like, dang, they're gonna really be like that. And you hear and you're like, oh, I know all my ways not perfect, but I know that sound crazy. So then I'm like being resistant to that change. You know what I'm saying? And then therefore it gets harder and harder. The older you get, the more you experience. It's like, oh, what will make me willing to change outside of something I've identified within myself, which would take longer than if I trusted somebody who had the knowledge, the perceived knowledge, or whatever the case may be. But Lou, we tapping in, and do you think millennials are getting too old to change, bro? And we went in a conversation of like, obviously the PC answer is like, oh no, everybody could change, but like the older we get, why does it become harder to? And B-Dot got on me because I said, like, I know I don't know everything, but I be feeling like I know everything a lot, and I know that can't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, say that again.
I know you ain't talking.
Huh?
I know you ain't talking. What's your thoughts, though, bro?
Oh, man, I think the older millennials are not too old to be set in their ways. I think that we are at a point now where we can really pull from the youth and from the elder generation, right? The younger and the older generations. And I think that my experience is getting older is being willing to be flexible. With what I choose to consume knowledge wise and how I adopt. I found it really very, very interesting. I think early part of my life, my experience was I knew things. I knew a lot of things, right? To your point, maybe like you, Keenan. I knew a lot of things, but I didn't know how to apply them. Mm-hmm. And then as I get older, I realize it's not just good to have knowledge. It's best to know how to apply knowledge.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think that only comes with time and wisdom. So, even in that, it's allowed me to understand that there's still more out there to know. Like you can have just a foundational knowledge is great, but how to apply that knowledge, when to apply that knowledge is even more powerful. how you apply that knowledge is even more powerful.
So let me ask y'all, what challenges you all now to want to change? We know our families, we get that, but what challenges you all now to want to change outside of your family?
I feel the need to get better all the time. There's many different ways to do many different things. I want to be able to put as many different things in my bag as I can. Because one day, and I know you said outside of your family, but one day my kid gonna come to me with a problem, and if I can answer it, it helps.
So, okay, I got a question, Dot. Do you think, and I'm not saying you said this, I'm asking in general, do you think it's a little dangerous that we feel solely responsible for our kids' answers and development? Because me coming up, I had uncles, I had this, I had that. You know, primary and extended families have changed quite a bit in X amount of years. So then, like, as a response to that, we low-key feel, well, not say, well, let me speak for myself. I feel more responsible for my son's development. Not saying it's ever been anybody else's responsibility, but like we had more than one way to develop. So do you not feel, do you feel like that's kind of dangerous? That like you low-key okay.
Yes, if you feel like you are the person and the only person who can mold your kid, yeah, I think that could be dangerous. However, I don't think it's dangerous to equip yourself with knowledge to be able to help your kid, because your kid is, I mean, you are the first person your kid looks for, you know, when they grow up for advice, or at least I would hope so. In most things, in some things. So I want to be able to answer those questions. Now, I do know that I've got people around me that I could point to. Hey, look, I don't know that answer. Go talk to Uncle Sneak. Go talk to Lewis.
Lou?
Hey man, I learned as my son reached right into getting into his teenage years how important it is to have different voices, because even if I have the information, it's going to be received differently. And I understand as a parent, my kids see all aspects of me, the good, bad, and ugly. And even yesterday we were having a conversation and my son challenged me. He was like, "Hey, you don't always do that, right?" In those moments. And I had to own it. And but I explained the why behind it, etc. But I think that the village is important. So yeah, I would agree, Sneak, that the village is paramount to your child evolving and really being able to garner a different perspective and receive information in a different way as well. It's just as important.
For sure. For sure. Hey man, appreciate you tapping in from Scotland, man. That's dope. What's going on, man? That's what's up. Appreciate you tapping in, man. Much love. All right, man. So Dot about to hit us with a bro code before we get into the actual show tonight.
All right, fellas. So a lot has changed since our youth, right? We've grown, the world has changed. My question for y'all tonight is, if your 21-year-old self walked in your room right now, sat next to you, what is something that you would tell him to stop doing immediately?
Boy.
Go ahead. You want to go first, bro?
Y'all ever seen the 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
You say you got to stop putting it on the pedestal.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell my 21-year-old self.
Yo, go ahead, bro. We all did that, boy.
Yeah, facts.
We all
facts.
did.
Yeah. No, seriously. I mean, I think I spent too much time trying to figure that part out and not enough in developing me. You know, so yeah, that's real. That's the realest answer I can give y'all, man. That's for real.
Nah, I like that.
Man,
Snake?
you know what I say, bro? And this gonna sound crazy, but I mean it because I'm still this person. I think I would tell that 21-year-old version of myself don't take your like defiance as a bad thing, like defying certain rules and regulations that were like placed on me. And why I say that is like being the first of anything gets complicated. You know what I'm saying? But like I think a lot of my gut feelings was right. It goes back to what we talked about earlier. Like I didn't have the knowledge to know everything, but like hindsight, when I gained the wisdom, I realized that my gut feeling was correct. But you get so much critique and advice from people that don't think like you, even though they may be related to you, maybe your parent, maybe your sibling. You know what I mean? Like I give you an example.
They're afraid, man, because they never done it. So they don't know. So if you're a trailblazer, that's what you're alluding to. You're a trailblazer in your family and you present an idea or a concept to people that's foreign to somebody, their initial response is resistance. Out of try to protect you from in their mind, protecting you from yourself. Sorry, Kenan, I can relate to that too, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah, because I don't think everybody's intention was, I don't know, if family, whatever the case may be, I don't think everybody's intention was to make me grow. I feel like a lot of experiences I had was because the book of family says do that. Does that make sense? Like you look out for your sibling or you look out for your son, you look out for your nephew, but it's because it's like, that's just what we do. It's not because you had a vested interest in my growth. You know what I mean? So like when it hit the fan, I didn't feel like if you put $100 in a pot and put it in the ground and you come back 10 years later and it's $1,000, $2,000 some way, you're like, oh hell yeah. But you know, most of the time I felt like it came with something. So I had to learn how to navigate just that. It was tough. And I was just telling like, bro, don't listen to it, just go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what Lewis said. that 5, boy.
That's real though. It distracts a lot of us.
Chase it bad, boy.
It distracts a lot of us.
What'd you say?
Nah, man, I don't want to say that. Go ahead, Doc.
I would say stop being so frivolous. I used to blow money fast. I was in the streets.
On what?
Huh?
On what?
a little bit of everything. Yeah, a little bit of everything. But I mean, clothes, shoes, going out. Like I said, I was in the streets. If I could tell my 21-year-old self, stop wasting my time, so much of my time and money on those things, and put half of what I was spending, because I was spending, in an account, invested, do something, life would look a lot different now. I would have had the discipline that I have now, or at least I'm working towards now, a whole lot sooner. It was I had a lot of fun. And I think at your age you should have fun. But you can be smart about it as well. You could be smart about it.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Do you really feel like I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing? Hey, Marcus, that's what's up, bro. Talk about tell him start DJing for real. Do you think I was having a conversation with one of my mentees today, and he was really stuck on the young dude doing his thing, killing it. You know what I'm saying? And he was stuck on the fence of like saving his money or taking a trip that he wanted to take, and he could afford the trip. You don't feel like a part of being young is doing that?
It's being frivolous.
That's why I said have fun, but be smart about it. Like if I could afford it, because I did a lot of things then, there were times where, I could afford to go and do the things that I was doing. And then there was times where I really couldn't afford it. I had the money in my account, but I couldn't afford it. That's not smart.
You're saying practicing the habits, the habits of get into the habit, being able to demonstrate that competency earlier.
Exactly.
Right. I got you. I know what you mean.
Exactly.
Did you? So let me ask you, and I'm not being funny. Did you have someone to show you that though?
That's why I would tell myself no.
True. Touche. That is the question. I feel like there's value in, because I was telling him, I was like, bro, if you want to do it and you not, I said the same thing you said. If you want to do it and you're not gonna come back and go have vacation remorse when you get home, Go do it, bro. Like, you young. You know what I mean? And I do believe, I think the thing to add on to your point, when we hear investing, you know what I mean, at a young age, I think we think the same amount that we can invest now versus like starting at a $10 clip, $20 clip to be doing something while we're that age and it makes sense versus like now, the later you start, the more you got to put in the pot. That's just what it is. But like, it's also a way to kind of have it where you like, oh, okay, I could do this thing. I could put bread here, but it's like, I ain't got to do what it seems to be, 500 every month when we was making $625 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, think about that. I remember Heritage, I was making $785. I thought I was the man, but that's crazy.
I mean, bills is also a lot. Well, you didn't have bills like that then at that time, but bills was different then.
Yeah.
Would y'all be the same person if your 21-year-old self took that advice? Would y'all be the same person you are now?
I would. I would. And you know what, to your point, Kenan, I would have outside of that first thing, the next thing I would have said would have been believe in yourself. Like, you gonna get there. Like, regardless of what you see around you, you gonna get everything you thought. And sometimes I would say I would need my old self to come talk to me now. You know what I mean? To remind me of, because I feel like the older I've gotten, the less confident I am. As weird as that sounds, because I needed that type of naive. Yeah, because if I'd have known, and I think I heard Will Smith say this, me being naive to really understand how hard it is to get to a certain place is what actually got me here. If I'd have known it was as hard, I probably wouldn't have did it. You see what I'm saying? So just that level of being naive to just say, hey, I'm going to get this. I'm going to be this, that ambition, that drive, I feel like I kind of lose that, as I get older. And I kind of wish I had a little bit more of that now.
So knowing that about yourself, it don't help now?
Because, so we'll go back to kind of what we talked about, knowledge. The beginning of knowledge, with great wisdom comes great sorrow, because now I know more. I know it takes more. I know it takes sacrifice, compromise, etc. So I know what comes with that. So now I go into it with less, I go into it with less joy because I already know what's on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what's crazy, bro? It almost make you not want to know as much, right? It's just like what? Because what that turns into for me is conversations with people. Like, if I feel like I hate to like think of a conversation and kind of map out in my mind how I think it's gonna go this way or that way, and we get into it and it go this way or that way, and it's like, then I'm like, why did I even say it? But it's such a slippery slope, because it's like you don't want to stick with it on your chest the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, like, it's a slippery slope, bro. Like, nah, that's the thing that I think with great wisdom comes great sorrow. Because it's like, I gotta say this with being respectful. I think humans are complicated. I think emotions are complicated, but I just think a lot of people do a lot of dumb things, man. Like, I don't think everything comes down to like some complex ideology or philosophy on how to do things. Some things are just simplistic in nature, and it gets moved off of that path based off experiences. So that that's the danger zone that I'm gonna stay out of right there. Asia, what up? Ladies of Small Talk, what's happening?
Hi. Hey guys.
Unsolicited advice.
Yeah. So you know what? Y'all might as well hop in and be like, you want to throw them the bro code?
Yeah. What would y'all if y'all's 21-year-old self walked in your room right now, what would you tell them to stop doing immediately?
What was I doing at 21?
It wasn't that long ago.
Oh man, shots fired first minute in.
But it wasn't that long ago.
Oh man. Shots
That's
fired.
right. Asia is the baby.
Yeah. Oh, that is true.
A shot.
It was that long ago, just not as long as it was for some of y'all. Honestly, I think I would just tell myself.
Crazy. We can turn
I
anything
think
into an insult.
I think I would just tell myself to slow down. To slow down. I think a lot of folks here, they know that I am like a workaholic and I work a lot. And that's why I was like, what was I doing? And at the time I was working a lot of jobs.
What up?
Even more than my norm. And I think I would have, yeah, just kind of told myself to just slow down, pace myself. Yeah.
All right.
I think for me it would be like use better judgment. Use better judgment. That was my prime, y'all. I was having the time of my life, young, wild, and free. So I would definitely say use better judgment. Because I was thinking the other day, like God really spared me. Because I ended up in some situations that I'm like, yo, being naive and just jumping in the car, going here, going there, not knowing what's on the other side of that. Yeah, grandma's prayers hit different then. So better judgment, guys.
Brittany, before we get into the show, I know you just joined, but B-Dot, you want to throw the Rocco to her?
Yeah. What would you tell your 21-year-old self to stop doing immediately?
Oh, 21 to stop doing immediately. I'll say back when I was 21, I already had my son and I was going out still, like a lot. Like partying was the thing back then. DC had the best nightlife. So I was outside like all the time. And yeah. I went through a lot, in my party phase. So I would definitely, tell my younger self, just calm down a little bit, and it's okay to stay home. But yeah, that's probably about it because that's all I used to do when I was 21: work and party. So
Same.
That's fair. All right, so we got a couple rapid fires before we get into these topics of the night, man. So the first one of the night: would you double text or play it cool? I'm saying double text off the rip. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm double texting, man.
So for me, I double text, not like how y'all would think, but it's kind of like if I'm going throughout my day and I know that person is busy, but things are just like happening, it's like I just be so pressed to like, text my, oh my God, like this just happened or that just happened. Like I know if the person is like sleep or at work or whatever, and when they get a chance, they'll respond. So
would you double text the same thing?
Like if I text you like what you doing and you don't respond, then I text again like what you doing?
Yeah.
No. I'll give it a minute to respond.
You say like, hey, what are your plans Saturday? It gets left on red. Would you double back and ask again? Like, what are your plans Saturday?
That's full blown negative. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, I'll just ask it.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff you double texting? Goodness gracious, that's what you come up with?
So the way I read double text is you send the same text twice, not you text somebody twice.
No, I feel like you got to give people the time to respond because people be busy.
Yeah.
Things be going on. People be asleep. So it's like.
But what I'm saying is, say you give the time. Would you send the same message? I'm not saying I would text back to back, but I'm saying say you text said thing at 9 a.m. It's now
9 p.m.
Yeah, it's whatever time you see fit. Would you then go and ask the same thing?
I wouldn't ask the same thing. I might ask, "Are you okay?" Like if some time has gone by, because things be happening. So
yeah, I got you, Lewis. You got me, bro. What you doing, bro?
I got too much ego. I'm playing it cool.
Oh man,
I'm playing it cool, man.
I'm with Lewis.
I'm gonna have such an impact on you when we talk. You're gonna want to reach out to me again. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what it is?
That's all it is. I'm gonna capture that moment.
Oh.
Here you go. Asia, what would you say, Asia?
Damn, that was a quick
I
30
was saying
minutes.
I'm with Lou. Like I'm playing it cool. I'm not double texting. I'm not doing it. And now you have to be the first one to text in general. because
Man,
now
I don't know
no,
if y'all telling the truth tonight, bro. Especially
if
my fellas, man.
I'm going based off of like the example that you gave, Keenan, of like if I say like, hey, can we hang out this weekend? And then you don't respond, and then like for me it's like why would I need to repeat myself? Like you saw it the first time. Just look at what I said a minute ago.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna double text you.
Pull that Richard Williams. You heard what she said the first time. We done told you what it is.
Like, I'm not double texting.
Jason, what you on, bro? You double texting? I'm playing it cool.
I don't really know the question, but it says double texting or playing it cool. So
that's the question.
I guess depends on what I text. I don't know the context, I guess.
Give me an example when you would double text.
It's important. Like obviously we probably talking about like when you first dating somebody, right? All right.
Yeah,
that's how I took it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm first dating somebody, it depends on what I text. I mean, if I say, hey, good morning, and you didn't respond, I might check in like, oh, what's up? And after that, then that's it. But if it's like, if I put some context behind it, and like you said, it's like she just says it's plain sight, then that's one thing. But yeah, like I got a rule. You're not getting more than 3 bubbles out of me because I'm not talking to myself. So even at 2, if it's 2 and I feel like those were good enough, then I'm out. That's DMs, text, because I got a lot of checks on me, like a bad, red flag, but you ain't gonna never be like, yeah, he be in there talking to himself. No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I feel crazy for saying double text now, man. I feel crazy.
Don't feel crazy for double texting.
You can give it a second thought.
I don't feel like there's nothing wrong. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like even within the context that we talking, I will always give time. Let me clear that up. Like I wouldn't text 10 minutes go by and I'm texting you again. But like if I ask you something, because to your point, Brittany, about being busy and us being grown, I don't take it as bothersome. You know what I mean? Now, I will tell you when it changes. If you had to double text multiple times within a time frame, then it's like, all right, she don't like you like that, bro. Chill out.
I think Keenan, I think too, it has a lot to do with personalities because let's be real. Take it how you hear it. Let's be real. How fast, how quickly would you want a response?
You said
you're one of those people that like need a response almost right away, right?
No, he's not like that.
Oh yeah.
So knowing you, right? I think that because the reason why you double text is because the response, like you expect a response right away, and that has everything to do with personalities. That's in general.
But you give them right away too, though. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was saying next. Because I'm not one to believe people in 2026 don't have their phone in their hand. I'm not one to believe that. Now, me and Lewis last year had a very interesting conversation about information during the day. Now, Brittany, I think what matters about what you said is it's about like that's not in the same context. We be talking about things that can be time sensitive, like today, like the vote. What we had to vote on today. I'm like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Don't be liking my damn picture and you ain't text me back yet. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So I got a question. Would it irritate y'all if somebody double text you, you didn't respond, and then they call you?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that. There's only a couple folks that can do that.
It depends how far we in the situation. If it's early, I'm probably not gonna call. But if we went on a few dates and we're still in that gray area, but it was, one side might think is good and everything, I might text double and then call. If you ain't doing, I'm not gonna double text then call though. We're gonna put some time in between all of this too. Like I'm not double texting and calling unless like something is you're the person that's involved in an emergency. Other than that, you got to read the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like it. If somebody double text me and they call me, it's kind of giving like, oh, you
See,
like
that's
me.
that
You
girl
want to talk to
delusion right
me.
there, boy.
Oh, she like
Y'all
stalkers.
see,
Yeah, I bet it.
It's giving you interested.
Oh
Don't
my
worry
god,
about
she
it,
like
man.
You want to
stalkers.
hear my voice? That's cute.
Yeah. Hey, look, the call is. Hey, fellas, I hear what she's saying. That's a slippery slope if you decide to do that. Just know you being talked about in a group chat. If you do that right there, and you getting talked about in 7 out of 8 group chats. 7 out of 8.
So,
It's a few
somebody
ways
gonna get
that
talked
go.
about if they double text and call.
Yeah, y'all probably
With
gonna
some of
call
the
them
girls,
pressed and
yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
It depends if she like you got to be one of them dudes that's either I'm gonna get this girl and I'm gonna talk to myself, I don't care type dudes, or you on the like I'm gonna just it is what it is, like you know what, I'm just trying to see if this is the last one, because some of y'all girls real live will not pay a dude attention until he real live start going to that level. Y'all either gonna give in or y'all gonna block him, but that's too slippery for me. I'm just not one of them dudes. I'm just, if it's bro, it's I mirror what you do. That's that Gemini.
Yeah, somebody said the best way to tell is to tell the times if a woman to text back is observe how she texts on the wild. If she's glued to her phone all the time, then she don't like you if she don't text back. I agree with that. It's 2026. Everybody got their phone in their hand.
I don't agree with that. Can I just say I don't agree with that?
Yeah,
I do
I
not
was
agree with
about to
that
say
at
the
all.
same thing.
Okay.
I don't think you can generalize that. I don't like when people go to that particular thing. Number one, I can only speak on me. Half the time, I can't even tell you what percentage my phone is on. It might be dead. I don't know. Half the time I don't know where my phone is. I'm focused on working, or if I'm around certain people, I'm around certain people, and also blame it on my ADHD or whatever it is. Sometimes I do respond in my head, forget that I didn't actually send it.
No,
Or
that
if
part,
people are
yeah.
sending messages in the middle of the workday, I'm not responding then and there. Then I'll say, all right, I'm gonna get back to that when I get off work or when I have an actual break. And then sometimes it takes
fellas,
me the end of the day.
grab your cap, baby. Grab your cap. Grab your cap.
No, I think sometimes people I think sometimes people don't always respond right away as well, because sometimes you just want to give that person your undivided attention. So you don't want to like give them short answers or something like that. So it's kind of like in your head, you're like, I'm gonna respond when I really get the time to, give them my time. Like, I'm busy. But I know me personally, like, I'm a sleeper. So I take a lot of naps. I fall asleep. Like, I love to sleep. It's my part-time job. So you can text me and I'll see it when I get up. But I know sometimes people will call me and my phone will be on silent, but my Apple Watch will go off. And if I'm not too deep in the sleep, it'll wake me up. Boom, I can, be on my phone. But sometimes I'll be so knocked out, I don't even hear my Apple Watch. So, and I also put my phone on do not disturb sometimes too, because I really want to sleep and not be disturbed. So that's why you got to give people grace. Like, if it take them a while to respond, like, just give them time. They might be a sleeper like me.
I think when people are truly interested in somebody, especially when you first start talking, even if you are busy, you're going to send that text and say, hey, I'm a little busy right now. I'll hit you later. You're going to respond. You have the phone near you. You're going to say something if you are truly interested. If you're not, you're going to ignore it. You're going to wait hours. And, if he's just one of the ones texting your phone, you're going to wait hours. You're going to give it time. You're not going to be pressed about answering. But if you are, you're going to respond in some way.
Yeah, some sort of communication.
Exactly.
Like me, I'm a sleeper. I might text him and be like, hey, I'm about to take a nap. Hit you when I get up.
So ladies, let me ask you a question. And this is, let's say this scenario is early. Don't you feel like it takes time for him to know how busy you are? So it's kind of unfair for like your busyness when your schedule is not really known to be the reason why you not texting back or not being, communicating as frequently as you could, because the text Dot spoke on makes the other things obsolete, right? Like, if we're just getting to know each other, I don't know how busy you are yet. I don't know you like to sleep all the time, Brie. I don't know these things. So like, y'all don't be worried about the message that could send.
So
I
with you
think
saying that, like, if you don't know that person's schedule, that's the reason why you need to chill out, like, because they might be busy. So, and then the more y'all talk, and then the more you get to know their schedule, then you have an aha moment about, oh, okay, so I take her forever to respond, like she busy, okay, like
You better not be driving when you text back. I know that much.
you said driving.
Drive.
Right.
Listen, I
Oh,
be in the car with these girls. When they like you, Slim, they gonna blow your phone up, Slim.
yeah,
Don't
I
let
was
them.
gonna I was
I
gonna
wish E was
listen.
here. I wish E was here. Let
Nah,
them tell y'all the fellas they don't like. The ones they like, Slim, they'll pop up on you. Cause
yeah,
let them
I
tell it over
was
there. Let them tell it over there. They giving y'all all that. And when they like you, Slim, they know where you. They know what area you. They getting closer and closer to your address every day. They already know, Slim. So nah, I'm not hearing it. When she like you, fellas, you know. Cause she gonna be on your like yeah, or as soon as my bad, I was working. They had me working today, but how was your day? They gonna get back. So all that I was sleep, this and the third. Let the right one, she'll wake up.
I'm sorry, I be asleep. Like
You be sleep, but let what's his name? What you call him when we put you out there? Huh?
Man.
are you talking about Jay? Jay knows that I be asleep. So
Yeah, but I bet in them first 2 weeks you was Jay and the hey Jay, nigga, hey, these my sleeping times, just so you know, just in
and
case I listen.
I ain't giving my sleep schedule, but I definitely left my phone on, so whenever he called, I wake up. Yeah.
See?
Hey,
Yeah.
Brittany, you
My boy.
from Monday Night Crew, you was about to tap in and say something.
no, I co-signed Jason. I was one of the ladies that did not speak to. I'm not answering my phone. I'm definitely answering you. I'm definitely responding back to you right away. Especially if I like you. I just feel like whether I'm a sleeper too, I'm a napper too. I work from home too, but I'm definitely gonna respond back or say, or I mean, I'm waiting for the text, right? So like if, or especially if I know that he's always texting me, or if I'm always texting him, like whoever's turn it is to go, it'll be known that I'm about to, like you said, Britt, like I'm about to take a nap or I'm about to whatever. But I'm definitely responding right away. There's no need for a time. I don't live life with question marks over my head. Let's just get straight to the point.
Period.
And I want to echo that, right? Because I think in context of relationship stuff and with like a person I'm interested in, because the part that I'm talking about, y'all that text me, y'all know. It will take me some time. It does. But when I'm there, I'm very much there and present. And I'm really not a texter. Call me. I'm a please call me on the phone. But I think when like in relationship conversations, number one, Keenan, to your question, because I know that my schedule really is crazy, like for real, that's one of the first things I talk about. Number one. So that if at any point in time, because with my clients, I don't have a set 9 to 5 schedule, so that you do know, all right, she probably with a client right now. So that's one of the things I do talk about first. And also to Britt's point, I am responding back in a timely fashion. Like I'm not gonna let a day go by.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
You really start to like him, and it's really going there in a good way.
Mhm.
And he says like, "Hey, you're a little too busy for me. Like, you free up some time. Is that gonna happen?"
I always make time.
Oh, okay. All right.
I always make time.
Okay. I can't argue with that.
Is that a good sign if a dude be like, you too busy? Can you make some time with me? Does that mean he like you? Like,
That means he like you, but
is that what that mean? He wants to spend some time with you?
you about
Is
to get
that
cut off.
what that
It's
is?
either about to go forward or back. Hey, Slim, you a little too busy for me. This about to be the test because that's like, do she really like me or not? Because she about to move some stuff around or she not. And after that, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
But do you move stuff around when you're dating somebody, or do you move stuff around when y'all are actually together?
If you like them enough, you will.
What?
Yeah, dating.
I'm about to say, where's my 10-day Delulu at? Where's Erica, man? I need, because she leave it her 6 hours, whole life moved around.
Hey, I think a lot of times people be fronting on that end. Like if we like you from the jump, just met you yesterday, you gonna start making time the next day to think about when to text. Hey, Lord, I gotta hit them up.
You trying to
I gotta see
already
what's
plan
happening.
out? Can I see you? I might want to see you tomorrow. Like, can we get some coffee? The next, like, I'm trying to fit you in. This is my next slot. I will move things around, and a woman will do the same. When a woman like you, she will find some time. When she kind of iffy, I mean, I got this going on. Not. Let her like you. Whatever it was, it can wait.
Yep.
So, all right. Anybody else got anything on the rapid fire before we get into the topics? All right, let's get into the topics. All right, so kind of staying in the same gear, not necessarily dating, but relationships. Like, so the question is, how do you know the difference between a rough patch and a relationship that's run its course? So how do you know the difference between a rough patch or a relationship that's ran its course? Dot, man, we're gonna start with you.
Man, when that rough patch don't end, it's going on a little too long. I done had a little bit too many conversations, asked to change too many times. I mean, if you can't tell when a rough patch is not a rough patch, you might be the problem.
Okay, interesting. Anybody else got something on the rough patch or the when it's running? I'm gonna say this, man. When I don't give a damn about fixing it no more, that's when it's not a rough patch no more. Like if it's a rough patch, as long as I'm still stabbing at it, trying to figure it out, communicating. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Doc. To something you said, I heard you say, having the same conversation, nobody's changing. I'm gonna be real, bro. People, no matter how much they love you, people don't change till they ready anyway. It usually has really not much to do with you, for real. So, like, even if I'm having a conversation with you, rapping with you, and I don't see you changing immediately or some type of action, like sometimes, like I it's rare that conversation changes people. Experiences do for the most part. But it's like when I get to the point where I'm like, I really don't even care to duke this out no more. I'm about to get out the ring. Yeah, it's over with, my boy.
You could tell if somebody is trying to change, though. You're not going to change overnight, but you can tell if I came to you with this issue and I'm explaining it to you, this is how I feel about it. You can tell if that person is trying to adjust. They might not, make the full thing overnight, but you can tell. That's enough to keep stabbing at it. But if you're not trying, the same situation comes up again and then you handle it the exact same way, you're not trying.
I don't know if that's fair.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And I also think like I'm like somewhere in between what both of y'all said. I think for me it's when I don't want to have the conversations anymore. Because I think a part of like a rough patch is still like, all right, but we're still in this, right? Like I might not like you, but I'm still willing to have a conversation to hear your perspective or your side of it. When I no longer want to hear anything you have to say, right? In terms of like, we're having the same conversation. I'm not hearing you, you're not hearing me, and we're not willing. At that point, I'm not going to be in a relationship by myself. I'm also okay with the radical acceptance of life that there are lots of things that just don't last forever. And so for me, I think it's having enough having the conversations. But if I find that it's like, nothing's progressing, I'm not seeing any type of like willingness, like it's okay to let it go.
And to piggyback off of Asia, like when you don't feel what's the word I'm looking for? When you don't feel safe, like being yourself anymore. Because I think for me, like a part of me having a strong relationship is being able to be yourself around that person. When you can let your hair down completely, that's when you know that is your person, and vice versa when they can do the same. So when you start like when that rough patch starts getting a little too patchy, it's like I can't be me anymore because I feel like I'm shrinking to make this a solution based relationship and it's just not working, or like y'all said, it is one-sided, or I'm just tapping out, like I don't have the energy to feed this anymore. How many times are you going to keep talking about this? Or even if it is we are talking about it 500 million times, I don't feel myself enough to bring myself to the energy to have this conversation with you any longer. So it's time to go. It's not serving either one of us, to be honest.
For sure.
That's good, bro.
Real quick. Hey man, this might be risky. DJ Hemp, man. Appreciate the 10 ball, man. Salute to everything you doing over there too, bro. Appreciate you tapping in tonight, man. Appreciate you. So Jason, Brittany, what's y'all thoughts? When do you know the difference between a rough patch and when a relationship is run its course?
Well, I think that in relationships, it's not always going to be, sweet all the time. Like something's going to happen, but as long as both parties are willing to address the situation and communicate, and both people are willing to put in the work and get past it, then cool. Because again, we can't have one person putting an effort into the relationship, and when it gets to that point, then yeah, we got to go our separate ways. Because what that's like double texting and talking to myself in the chat, right? Like, I'm not doing it. So yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, I think to piggyback off of that, what everybody said, kind of hit it on the head, where you've hit a point of I don't care anymore. You hit a point of it's not getting across. You're not seeing a change in the person. That's when the rough patch, that it's just not compatible. It's not going to sustain anymore. That you know what, the rough patch is the end, versus it being like, an argument or something. I think if it's a disagreement or argument or something that came up that didn't, align correctly, but you can feel that y'all are slowly getting back to each other. Y'all still giggling, kikiing a little bit. You trying to get through it. Like, listen, dog, somebody gonna break the ice. Somebody still cares to break the ice and is still receptive. But it's when you both are at that point of like, man, I'm coming and going. They here. It is what it is. Then yeah, that's when like when you're just like when you mentally checked out. So that's it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And I just want to.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, even just echoing that, because I also think that I wish more people because even what I shared, right, thinking about like the other person, like if I'm fighting by myself and all those things, but I think it's also like if you notice that the other person is fighting and willing to have the conversations and you have been the one to check out, like you also have to be like, all right, I'm really not in this. Like, I'm not trying to have the conversation. I really don't care that much. I'm kind of over it. Because I think sometimes people, and we've talked this before, but I think people like silently in the relationship, but are still physically there. And I think that is so traumatic for whomever does it. So I think like we know, like individually, I can't speak on anybody else, but like we know ourselves. It's like, yeah, I'm really over this. Like, but
yeah,
man, they still love me. They still care. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. It's like, well, you are either way.
Cause something led to that though, Asia. You're not just not wanting to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody in the chat said, you got to learn how to let go without being toxic. Like everybody doesn't have a toxic area. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask y'all this. Is it toxic if you let something go and you just kind of like cut ties right then and there and don't say nothing else about it?
Are we talking about like giving a relationship closure or not?
I kind of want to ask the question vaguely. If we are in if we are ending it, dating, relationship, whatever the case may be, like if we end it and I decide not to keep engaging in further conversation, is that toxic?
No.
Oh.
You made your decision.
Yeah, we all got choices to make. Either you choose to entertain it or you don't.
Oh, okay. Real quick, we got another super chat. Urban Vasquez 95, man. Relationship. Appreciate the 2 ball. Relationships are like working for a promotion. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't know. What's the promotion?
Going to the next level. It depends on what the goal is. Like when you start dating somebody, like you're supposed to let them know off the break if you're just here for a good time, not a long time, or if the goal is to be married. So you're dating, then you're exclusively dating, then you're in a relationship, then you're engaged, then you're married.
So we both are working towards this promotion, right? Let me ask you, Brittany. I'm gonna ask you a question, Brittany. Let me ask you. If you were dating someone, would you be okay with him setting expectations on you in order to be his lady versus him pursuing you and you having what you want in order to take to the next level. He's very go ahead.
I would think that both parties have expectations, right?
Okay.
So it's like it's a conversation that you have from the beginning. Like, this is what I'm expecting if we're dating. This is what I expect if we're together. Like, it's a simple conversation. So I mean, like if he's telling me to like cook here and there or something like that, I wouldn't mind doing that because I cook anyway. We all got to eat. I got a child, so you want me to cook? Fine. That's the motherly thing for me to do anyway. I'm gonna want to cook for you. So. But it's only but so much I can do because it's not like we live together or anything like that. So I mean, I think cooking is the least, you know.
I think it's a red flag if somebody doesn't have expectations.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Like,
say them.
No, yes, but yes. Like, I think it's a red flag though if you don't have expectations, and because if you don't have them, you have nothing to articulate. But I think at our big grown age, you should. I need to know what your standards are. I need to know what you are expecting of me, and they should not be invisible expectations. Because if I know that there's certain things that either I'm not willing to do or it's just not in my wheelhouse or whatever the case may be, let me be able to say that up front so we don't have to waste each other's time. And you hold me to a standard that I was never going to meet anyway. And vice versa on all sides.
Agree.
Do y'all feel like it get a little iffy when guys are outwardly verbal on those things?
What do you mean iffy?
So I was watching a certain internet show, right? And it involved toothpicks and balloons and stuff of that nature, right? And this dude was like really gung-ho on like these expectations that seem like OD controlling. I'm not gonna lie, but like it only like was throwing people off because he was doing it from the jump. You get what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about being submissive? How do you feel about your husband leading you? It's like all these things he put from the jump, and all the ladies like, hey, whoa, dog, like you a bit too much. So I'm saying, like, is it off-putting if they come out with all these high-level expectations to dating, exclusively dating, in a relationship, like he comes off with all that in the beginning, like this is what I expect, boom, bow.
I think that that's actually a good thing because he knows what he wants. So it's kind of like he's just, he's communicating like, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is what I like. Either you can meet these standards or you can't, because us women are the same way. We're the same way with men. Like,
y'all get a pass.
This is what we expect. Like,
y'all get a pass because we pursuing though. Y'all get a pass because like naturally we're pursuing. So you already know that we're willing to do said thing. Whether you put it out there or not, we already doing it 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Not all men. Not all men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every man ain't the same. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
I think personally, like somebody that just like comes off like, I need you to be submissive. I need this. I think men that like just already assert their own dominance and know, like, regardless of who I'm with, I'm going to find out if she can be submissive in the first week or two, only because of how you carry yourself. And you'll see like more of, oh yeah, like she unbreakable. I'm good. And that's when the dude may say, you know what, I'm good. And then women like, oh, I want a man that's dominant. Like you probably miss those guys because they already reading the situation versus the ones that have to like assert their dominance. But that's I think.
So what you telling in the first 2 weeks, Jason? Go ahead, break it down. What you telling in the first 2 weeks?
In the first 2 weeks, I mean, the normal communication of like what my expectations are and things like that. Britt over here talking about something she cooking. She was she talking about Carolina kitchen yesterday.
Excuse me. I didn't say I was doing it. I'm saying women in general. Like some women, because we were talking about women being able to cook and not being able to cook. And I said, well, if she don't know how to cook and you hungry and she buy you some Carolina kitchen, you gonna eat it or not? You're gonna eat it. Sure. And Carolina Kitchen is very good food. So
we're gonna pivot to that later. Somewhere that's gonna come up. But what I'm saying is, I do want to know, like, is that something natural for you? If we're putting about cooking, like, is that your natural, wheelhouse? And if it's not, are you willing to make it that, or whatever the case is? Like, what are your natural I don't want to be sexist, but feminine tendencies, and let's take cooking out of it. But like there are roles, all right? Because I mean, listen, some women can change tires, but it's like only like 4% of them, right? Where there are a lot more men that should be changing tires, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that you're just better at. So you'll just kind of set those expectations. Like, look, I'm not, these are things I don't like doing and, you know, want to do. Can you do those?
Yeah, for sure.
So Jason, speaking on being feminine and stuff like that, if a woman doesn't live with a man and they're just dating, how can a woman present herself as feminine if we're taking cooking out of it?
Oh, there's plenty of ways. I mean, it's obviously feminine. Like, let's just, I guess the word feminine, wasn't really like, isn't the word, because feminine is like, you know, like the soft appearance, the look, all the things like on the outside in that sense, right? But when you talk about like that soft girl or the gender roles and things like that, if we put it over there, I think you could show that in a lot of ways. I think women, y'all do it in a lot of ways. Like y'all will come over. It's sometimes it's, hey man, look, we on week 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just come over and cook, or invite you over and I'm gonna cook. We're taking cooking out. It could be something as simple as like, man, listen, pick my beard. Just pick my beard. If you pick my beard, that's half the battle right there. Because a lot of us, we be like, bro, you just be over here messing with stuff. Like, you do that. That's little stuff like that. Or I mean, go grocery shopping. You see, I'm over this joint. Like, it ain't all together. Let me get this man right or whatever. I mean, there's other things, I guess, because I don't want to put the gender roles on laundry and dishes and like stuff like that. But you can come over there and spruce it up a little bit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess I need to go down this list of feminine roles. I'll come back to you.
Yeah, because I want to hear it.
I got you. We're going to jump into that real quick. I'm going to read these super chats real quick. So Urban Vasquez 95 again. It ain't about equal work. It's about equal effort. I can agree to that. Yes. I think when you give equal effort, it does show a sign, but like guys should show a little more. Guys should show a little more. When you like us more, it don't work out for you. I'm just being honest. When you like us more. He also said we're puzzling. I give men max, and so should she. I think I give men max, and so she. So
he gives a minimum and a maximum. So should she.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think guys should pursue. And I think, Brittany, to your question about femininity, I think it's really about how you offset, like how you set the vibe for how our evening, how our day, how our conversations go, right? Like, I feel like sometimes with a rough day, it's the simple, like you come in, take cooking out of it, but the way you come home, everything you would do to decompress is already in order. He might go straight to the gym and everything's already set for him to grab his stuff and just go. Or if he does, I don't know, drink tea before nighttime, whatever the case may be. Like, I think the way women really operate in their femininity is like offsetting the kind of like issues and day-to-day stressors that come with masculinity. You know what I mean?
But you're talking about like living together, because I believe Brittany's question was like, what happens if you don't, right? So you can't fix a gym bag. You can't make the tea before bed.
Yes, you can.
Y'all don't
yes, you can. Yes, you
no,
can.
you cannot.
Oh, so we're playing house. We're playing house is what
I
you're
knew that
saying.
was coming in.
That's what I'm hearing.
So, hey, you been over here before, right? You slept over here before, right?
Man.
See,
no.
You see how quick. So, okay, Brittany, to answer your question in a dating way, I think the way you present, most women can position themselves to be chased, to get positive reactions and reassurance out of men. I think it's the way women go about things at the beginning. Guys are very much like, hey, I felt this before. Oh, she remind me of, you know what I mean? So like women doing the small things at the beginning go a long way with us. I'm going to be really real. It's hard to really put a stamp on it without getting into some type of intimate space, not physically, but like a home somewhere further than out public at a restaurant or wherever y'all are going to spend time. I think
that really got me stumped. Because I'm like, you say you take cooking out of it and you don't live with them. It's like, how do you show those ways outside of like how y'all look? Like, obviously, like the word feminine for me is going to be the the hair, the nails, the look, the makeup, the cuteness, all the sexiness, that's feminine to me. But if we talking about like actual traits in nature of like a man, y'all are like, I can only think about what we do in masculine. Like, hey, I'm gonna come, like I'm about to meet you. I'm gonna fill up your gas tank. I'm gonna pump the gas. Hey, oh, you about to go to the grocery store? All right, I'm about to go ahead and grab those out the drink for you. You know, like, oh, you got something over your crib, you just ordered from Amazon. All right, I'm gonna come put it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a second. We'll do like all I can think about is the masculine things. So y'all got, I mean, maybe you tell us what are some feminine things you can do, because all I can really think about is like what I do, you know, in the masculine space that just makes the little things for y'all. Like we could sing you flowers, like, oh man, it's been a rough day, you can send the flower. Like granted, I had flowers sent to me, yes. But by the time you get to me, you're like, what happened to the flowers? I don't know, they over there. Like, that ain't my thing. Like, I appreciate them, but I try to put them in some water. I mean, what you want me to do? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you tell us how you would show up feminine.
I mean, I think that it's all about how a woman carries herself. Like, you know, soft-spoken, respectful, because I know men are very big on respect. And us women, I think we know that at this point. So, you know, showing a man respect and, you know, just not talking to him all wild or anything like that. Like, that's what I'm thinking.
So somebody said, rub each other's feet. Women, y'all rubbing feet to show how feminine
Hell
y'all
no,
are.
I'm not touching nobody's feet ever
Wow.
in this lifetime.
Rub my boo feet.
Absolutely not. No.
See?
I will
Asia,
rub my boo down from head to toe. Yes, I will.
Asia, break the tie. You rubbing feet to make sure he know how feminine you are?
Her face says no.
Absolutely not. I'm not touching toes.
But y'all
What
get
are you talking about? And to be honest, I think a part of like y'all are so funny. No, I'm not touching that man's feet.
But if he got pretty feet though,
that's cool for him. And that's what's up. I'm not rubbing those. That's one thing I'm just not doing. But I do think that because in this conversation, I'm hearing a lot around like what the person can do for someone else to show up. And I think that when it comes to masculinity and femininity, sometimes it has nothing to do with what you can actually do for the other person. It's who you are. It's your essence. You should be able to see my femininity without me having to do anything necessarily for you. The way that I'm having conversations with other people when we're in public, that should tell you a little bit more insight into who I am, right? How I operate. The way that I'm going from when we enter into the room till we sit down, how I'm interacting with the waiter, the waitress, right? I think all these things, because like the femininity is who you are. It's how you carry it's your essence.
Yeah.
Right. If you can only figure that out by, you know, certain things being done, or and not saying this, it's not a part of it. Right. But it shouldn't have to be that I have to rub on your toes for you to then see that I'm feminine. You know what I'm saying?
That's my love language. That's not my love language.
Absolutely not.
Right. But that has nothing to do with me being in my feminine. And to be honest, I think something that Britt talked about earlier was like even safety, because I think the same thing goes for like masculinity. Like, I don't need to see you, you know, going to the gym or whatever for me to know if you are truly in your masculine. I think being truly in your masculine has a lot to do with just the way that you carry yourself in public, right? The way that you are conversing with other people, right? The way that you are, just everything about you, your tone, the cadence, like all of that stuff, that has nothing to do with anything that we are doing for one another. That comes after, right? Because so my thing is I should be able to know the feminine side, the masculine side, apart from the things that you are doing.
So can we take out of it? I don't know the word that fills this in, but from what I've heard as far as when we're in the do space, right? Because y'all, give me the soft life, make my life softer. So when we go out, I'm paying. When we go out, I'm opening your door. I'm bringing flowers. When you be walking down the sidewalk, I'm pushing you to the inside. Like the little things, right? The gestures. When we, you know, it's certain things that we're doing. What's the other side? Because y'all ain't rubbing feet. We took cooking off the table.
Yeah, but you're looking for, we're not rubbing feet. Let's just be clear. Okay. You're looking for action, if you're looking for actionable things, I think what Asia was trying to say is like, have y'all heard that saying, like, be my peace? Like
Yeah.
that's equal to
Don't be
like
the
being
key.
the femininity, right? Like that's not creating the chaos, like just being the peace. If you're having a bad day, and I know my dude and he's having a bad day, just by my voice alone, like, hey babe, what's wrong? That brings you from here to down here. Like that's allowing me to be in my soft girl era, tap into that emotional intelligence that we talk about, and kind of create that safe space, that peace for you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be actionable things. I think that it can easily just be what Asia was saying, like your presence, just your essence, just a woman just being in her element.
I agree 1000% with that. But to the point of the comparison, right?
Jason,
Because if
what
you
you're
talk,
saying is, as a man, you guys are doing X, Y, and Z. You're presenting your masculinity,
right, we're
but
do
you want
words.
to know, what is a woman going to do for the man to
I'm
present
just saying.
her
What I'm
femininity?
saying is, if I was dating all three of y'all was in my roster, and all of y'all gave me peace, and all y'all did was sit down, y'all talk to me
That's
nice and soft, right? Y'all talk to me nice and soft. But every time we go out, I'm paying for dinners. I'm making sure you safe. I'm opening your door. I'm showing up with flowers. I'm planning dates. I'm doing the soft life thing. I'm filling up your gas tank. Hey, baby, make sure your gas tank filled up before you go, so you ain't got to go out at 12 at night to fill up. Whoop de whoop. We took
I,
cooking off the table, and
I
we
got
took
I got something
intimacy
to
off
say,
the table.
Jason. My hand is
Hey,
raised. Do you see it?
no,
Jason, you see my hand. Don't make me bring it to your face. Okay, no.
see,
But I can't speak for every woman, but I can say for me, because I like to spoil my man when I have one. But I like to take my man out on dates. So he doesn't have to be the one to plan the dates all the time and like pay for everything. Like sometimes every now and then I like to be like, you know what? I got it today. Let's go out. Like I'm gonna handle everything. Just be available. Thank you.
yeah.
And I'm gonna give my man a massage for sure. Head to toe. I got you. Like, I don't know. I like to spoil my man. If I really like you, I got you. Not
For sure.
everybody get that treatment, but that one will definitely get it.
So we're gonna get back into the feet rub, man. We got another super chat, man. Urban Vasquez 95. Appreciate you again. Trust, loyalty, respect equals how men feel love. Care, nurture, and attention is how women feel love. We show love differently, but doesn't mean we don't feel it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Respect is a big thing for guys, yo. I'm not gonna lie. You can't. It's no way around. It's no way around that side of it. The one thing I would say is like attention don't always equal love for women. I'm not trying to be not trying to ruffle no feathers, but it just don't always equal that. I don't think all women want attention all the time. You can easily be clingy, or it's different when a guy's like, attention is a tricky bag. That has to be something she wants. That's not every woman. So I would say that. Somebody said if he takes my hair out, I can rub his feet. To me, taking hair out ain't really a big deal for real though. Like taking hair out is like level 2. That ain't really
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm not rubbing feet.
Hey,
I
you don't
think
see
that's a I think
you
that's
don't,
a love language. Taking a girl's hair out, like
It's
that's
like
a
picking
that's a love
the
language.
ingrowns.
yeah.
I think
But
those go hand in hand.
yeah, Brittany, Monday Night Crew, you're thinking not too flexible, man. What's wrong with the little feet in your hands, man?
No, no, bruh. I don't like feet. I don't like feet in general.
Do
So
you ever ask for do you ever ask
So
for a
we
foot rub?
taking cooking off.
no,
So
I do not.
She lied.
all
She
Brittany
lied
said
like
is she
hell,
gonna
man.
talk to you nicely. She said, "I'm gonna just
What?
talk to you real nice. I'm gonna talk to you real nice, though. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
rub nothing. I'm gonna talk to
I'm
you
not
nice."
rubbing
But
nobody's feet.
They
like,
used to
can
have
I
them. They
say
used to
like
have them lines back in the day. You can call in and have a girl talk nice to you, so he could save more money for $3.99 a minute. And have that girl talk nice to him, and then never got to worry about you no more.
that's
Crazy.
wild. But I
Go
think
ahead,
like it
Asia.
depends though, right? Because like I absolutely am not rubbing feet. I'm just not doing that. However, and also like in a past relationship, like my guy worked with his hands a lot. So like for me, I'm not rubbing feet, but I'm giving him a hand massage because he's worked with his hands all day. For me,
Mm.
that's more meaningful. than me rubbing him on his toes.
Ugh.
Okay, so ladies,
older to
if you're not gonna be rubbing your man's feet, would you pay for him to go to a spa and have his feet massaged?
Yes. Get
Like,
somebody else to do it.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm stuck on the toes thing, but like for me, if the only thing my man wants is to go to a massage parlor and the only thing he wants to get rubbed down is his toes, that's an add-on. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's we not just massaging toes.
No, he
Like, you
might
want
want a
to
full
just get your
body
toes rubbed on?
massage, you know. But you'll
We had
pay
this
for it.
conversation before, and you talked about all the ladies said, if y'all like a man, because we talked about these gears in this car, because I'm gonna bring it back. I got a good memory. We talked about these gears in these cars and how far they go, and y'all said with the right girl, that engine will change, and she'll do some things that he like. So apparently, them Toyotas don't go over 120, do they?
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what? That is fair because I'm not rubbing toes, but like I said, for me, I'm rubbing his hands. If he's working with his hands all day, do I not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me,
He's also
that's
standing
how
on his feet all day.
Huh?
Thank you,
He's also standing on his feet all day.
You know what? I got the solution to the problem. So no massage parlor, we don't gotta go to the spa. We can just go get pedicures together, and Maylene can rub up on the feet and all of that for you. And I'll pay for it, boo.
No, but hold on. So Troll, I got a real question. It is this is crazy that we still talk about feet, but I got a real question. but, like, what if that's something that he really genuinely like is at you she used to do it, he was used to it, you don't know that, right? That's a thing that he really comes into the game wanting. He's expressing it. You're his person, y'all are committed. He ain't stepping outside the house. He don't want to pay, he wants you to.
And
there is no
9 out of 10 on your list all the way across. The only caveat is he want his feet rubbed. This the man. Y'all ain't doing it.
I can't. I'm so sorry.
Come on,
hey,
man.
yo, go ahead.
I'm
Go
so
ahead,
sorry
man.
to that man.
Go ahead, man.
Can I be honest with you?
Yo, this is the cap.
I don't know that I could, and a part of it, I'm trying to be as honest as possible because I do think, for me, right, if I'm gonna do something, I know me. I don't want to have an attitude, and I'm being for real. If I'm gonna do something because you want me to do it, right? Because I do think across the board, I think we all kind of do things that we don't necessarily want to do. It wouldn't be our first choice, but for our person, it's like, okay, cool. For me, I could just imagine myself. Now, I'm not happy about it. I'm doing it begrudgingly. That for me, that's not romantic. That's not sexy. Now I got an attitude because you done made me rub on your feet because I like you. It's just like,
it's not about you, Asia.
No, I
is
hear
a 9
right,
out of 10.
but it's not about me, Keenan. And for me, then I would be adding more stress, and I would not be adding to your peace if I got a whole attitude while rubbing on your toes. I'm not a fan of that. Because for me, it's like, then don't do it anyway. If you're gonna be mad about
it. I agree. I mean, granted, I understand because if your feet ugly, it's just not gonna work out for me either. But so I guess you need to know early if he needs his feet rubbed before you find out he a 9 out of 10. Y'all need to ask that early in y'all dates. Like, you like your feet rubbed? Because that ain't gonna work. before I even start liking you.
Yeah, granted, that ain't nothing I would ask for, but I just think it's funny because I know one thing I know for sure. And friendship and flow, Brittany, you're not a part of this because you said you'll rub on some feet. I know y'all tails and had y'all feet rubbed before. I know y'all have, Asia and Brittany. I know y'all. I don't care what you say up here.
I have. Yeah, I have. I haven't asked for it. I've never asked for it, but I have. Right. And,
Asia, this is my last question. Y'all watching the movie? He just slip his foot right in your hand, like bang bow. What you doing?
Get away.
Face.
I'm sorry.
Get it out of here.
Now movie night is over. Now I'm upset.
Y'all watching the movie? My man just slide his dogs right there in your hand like bye.
No, bruh. That's
a violation of my hand, first of all, and I don't like that. I do not like that.
Bro, you just imagining the worst, like he got the worst dogs ever. What if he got some, like Britt said, he got some decent dogs?
I'm not. I'm personally just one of the things that I
don't like feet.
The same way, I'm gonna say something really crazy, for real. But the same way that some people, they don't like to play around in certain areas or have certain body parts of theirs touched,
Yep.
For me, feet is just one of those areas. I'm not willing to play with feet, play with toes. I don't want to touch them or nothing like that. That's just me though. Everybody has a preference. Some people don't like, things and playing around in certain areas. I just don't like toes.
That's no comparison at all, dog.
I don't think so either.
It is
But
no. I said
Absolutely.
it's very drastic. But what I'm saying is everybody does have their limits. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for me, if the deal breaker, if you're saying that we align on so many things, and the reason why you wouldn't want to mess with me, if I'm also 9 out of 10 on your list of things, is because I won't rub your toes. like specifically just because I won't rub on your toes.
He want the foot, man. What the foot, man?
So the
Hey,
toes
what
is
she
your
said
problem.
is so
Okay.
funny,
The
bro.
toes is my problem because that's what I see. It don't matter.
Rub your toes.
She is traumatized. Some man that came through with some claw and some sandals and tore her sheets up one day, and
It's
she
not
was
even that.
just
I
ever
just
since
don't.
then.
I'm just
She
not a
was
fan of
like,
rubbing on feet.
it cut a hole in my mattress.
So, fellas, if she don't rub your feet, she don't love you for real, man. That's the moral of that story.
Yeah. Next, let's go next.
Yeah. All right. So the next topic is, man, in your opinion, can a long distance relationship be as fulfilling as a geographically close one?
No.
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
No.
It
can work. It can work.
Right, but it's tough.
Yeah, it can work. Fulfilling is the word that got me. Fulfilling is the word that got me.
It depends. Because it depends on your budget. If you can fly a lot, if your job. I think your budget and your job will dictate if it's as fulfilling. Because if let's take you can fly at any time you want. You got enough miles to fly whenever you want. She can fly whenever she wants. Then it might become fulfilling because you both might have busy schedules during the week, and it's like, hey, yeah, bet it's the weekend, I'm out. So therefore, I'm down there for 3 days. And God forbid she live in a nice city. Now it's a whole new city I ain't been to, like let's say Chicago, for instance. Hey, restaurant she gonna take me to, blah blah, and I bring you to the DM. I got a whole playing field of places you ain't never been. So I'm just saying, and if you busy during the week where you like, bro, I don't want to get to go out on dates until the weekend anyway. If you like one of them, if you taking the flying part out of it, it could be just, and it make you miss them a little bit more. You get more of those little FaceTime one-on-ones, and so it could be. I think so.
Very open.
Go ahead, Asia.
No, I would say I'm gonna jump in because that's my life right now. Legit every 2 weeks. Friday to Sunday, I'm kind of out of commission. That is like,
feet,
yeah.
Let them feet get to it.
And I will say, in my adult life, most of my relationships have been long distance though in my adult life. What I will say though, I think the caveat to that is that it's fulfilling. I think it can be as fulfilling. Jason, everything you're saying, like I think with intentionality, being able to have that time, it does give you a chance to miss the other person, and you get to experience so many things together when you are together. However, I will say I don't think that it is just for me. I don't think it's sustainable when you are ready to go to that next level, right? Because then there are certain things that you do want to share, like with that person, right? That you can't do the same when it is long distance. So I will say up until a point, I do think so.
Okay, that's fair.
Somebody got to come in at some point, yeah.
I just, I've never been a part of a long distance. You know what I'm saying? I think well, they go there about their feet in the chat, boy. They is not playing about them feet in the chat, boy. I think for me, the as fulfilling part, okay, Asia, you just said it, but I'll take it another layer. So like it could be as fulfilling into what happens when those every 2 weeks, those weekends, that 2 weeks in between is not enough time now because of how well the time is spent on that weekend. You know what I mean? It's like when you start to experience the person you're dating in the schedule as it is now, and I'm not talking about you specifically, I'm just giving an example. It's like, okay, we chill, and it's like, dang, now 3-4 days later, I'm ready to bond again, whatever that may look like. So the time gets shorter and shorter as far as capacity goes. So it's like it kind of started out fulfilling because we ain't know no better for real. And then once we really start, and then be locked in too, like really like each other in real life. And you're not just the joint I'm talking to on FaceTime from time to time, and you coming in the weekend and I change my life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard now because the older we get, I don't know how real we're gonna be about it, but the older we get, the heavy the needs are, the more dense they are. You know what I mean? Like especially with stress and people have families and X, Y, and Z. It's like it gets tougher. So the reason why I say it couldn't be as fulfilling, it's only that until you start bonding in real life. Now, if the in-person time ain't like that, long distance is just do. I know people that prefer long distance because they still on the fence. I'm gonna just leave it there.
But it can also help. It could also help speed up the pace. Not that that's a thing, but some people, like when they're dating for real, some dudes are like, "Yo, I really want this permanent for real." So now we got to have a different conversation. Who's moving? How fast? What do jobs look like? Can we? Here we go. Not doing that with you. Who's relocating? All of that stuff. I think it could have an upside to kind of running its course of like, all right, we see each other every 2 weeks. Okay, now I want more. But I've also realized like this is my person for real. Because I don't think it takes men very long to realize, or if you're dating with intentionality about being married, I don't think it takes a long time for y'all to be like, all right, she's the one. So after a year, it's like, okay, I think I want to move in a different direction. Let's have a different conversation.
Doesn't that make us a little more decisive?
A little what? More what?
Doesn't that make us a little more decisive?
The long distance make you decisive?
No, she was saying like when you date men, she's like they typically know soon how quick they want to be with you. And isn't that what you just said, Britt?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't that make us more decisive? I'm asking.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't. Who said y'all was indecisive?
Nobody.
So can I ask this question? Obviously, I feel like y'all are going to answer this in the way that is going to just like not ruffle any feathers. But why is it that when we on right, y'all, we got more FaceTimes, you got more times, you getting to know somebody a lot quicker, and that's cool. But when you're in the same city, it's like, all right, you ain't got but so many little FaceTimes and a little drink before we need to go out. And it's like, what? That's so true, because like you said, y'all get to know a person when you can't, you're like, bro, we can't go out, we got to plan it. And right, so you can get up there or you can't, right? Y'all have set a little virtual date aside and things like that. But God forbid you in the same city. Is no, you got a half a virtual date before you need to be taking me out. And it's like we could have figured this out before I even came all the way out here to do this.
So Jason, you're saying if we're dating locally, we have more FaceTime conversations before we go out?
No, you have when you're dating locally, y'all mindset on dating and doing the virtual dates and getting to know each other the same way. Because long distance, you're gonna get as many FaceTimes, calls, all the fall, deep on the phone, long conversations, whoop-de-whoop. But when you local, you get maybe one or two, and it's like, well, all right, well, what you planning? When you taking me here? What we doing? Y'all already here. Why we ain't giving the same energy? We can both find out what we need to find out.
I guess because there's a choice. When you're long distance, you have no choice but to have the FaceTime calls and stuff like that. But when you're local, we definitely have a choice. Like, are we going out or not? We here.
You're right. But we can find out a lot of stuff before we even go out.
I mean, that's true, but that's why y'all men shouldn't be planning $600 dates on the first date. Like, do something simple.
Even if it's 600, 120, 40.
I was throwing shots at you, Jason. Dang.
I see you, and at the same time,
hey, bro, you planning a $600 date?
Nah, it was a date that went well since she want to pivot, right? I have a thing that I don't date women with children, but I didn't ask enough questions. We had about 3 phone conversations, good conversations. And it was like, all right, this is the date I planned. Like, we going out. And I had one date and it led to the next. It was like, well, let's just keep the night going before, I was cooling because I was feeling her. But then when I guess I didn't ask the right questions throughout the whole day till the end. But I was like, well, what are your thoughts about kids? And she was like, oh, well, I have. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this works. So now she's throwing shots at, the fact that it wasn't a planned $600 date. I'm just one of those people. We having a good time. I like you. We gonna date. I don't mind. But I'm just saying, I could have spent a little bit more time on the FaceTime asking a few more questions, you know what I'm saying? Or figure out who that peeped in your room. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Right, but that wouldn't be on her though, because if it's a non-negotiable for you, then that should have been one of the first because you said you had 3 conversations, and one of the 3.
You're right.
You should have been non-negotiable, right?
You right, but let's get into this because since y'all all been on dating apps and things like that, some people in the chat on dating apps, and for the men's perspective, y'all don't like to put that y'all got kids in there. Y'all will own by me. Check that, and then you don't know. You like, all right, now I gotta ask every chick, do you have kids? Like the same way y'all. That's like, sir, how much money you make? No. Like these are, why are you hiding them kids?
I think it's an interesting thing, and I guess coming from a woman, right? I think women, that is one of the first questions that women do ask men, right? It's like, it's not, I actually think that women will ask if you have kids before they ask how much money you make.
For sure.
Yes. Because then that leads into a bigger conversation of, okay, well, what's the relationship like with the mother of your child? And also, and we don't ask this, but it's happening now, and the mindset is, okay, well, what kind of father are you that I had no idea, and you don't have pictures of your kid nowhere at all?
It's women that you don't got kids.
No, I know that. I'm saying for women, it's interesting to hear the man's side of it, because I think for women, in those 3 conversations, we would have already known if he has a child or not, because for us, it is one of the first questions that we will ask, especially if you don't want to deal with a man that has children.
So what I'm saying is, that's not something you just be like, yeah, my daughter, yeah, my son. Like, you just gonna hold on. If I didn't ask, I'd probably be 3-4 dates in and be like, oh, speaking of, because sometimes I've seen some women know that some men are like, without men that don't have kids or whatever, like, that's not what I want. I'm gonna make you like me first, and then see if you want to decide. So again, that goes back to the dating apps where they not putting it on there that they like kids. I mean, that they got kids or not or whatever. But
that's messed up.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's what I was about to say. Do y'all feel like it's okay, man or woman, to withhold that you have children?
No,
I think it's weird to withhold that you.
It is weird.
Like what?
Yeah, because I'm just like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Keenan. Go ahead.
Because what I'm thinking about is like a couple of things, right? Y'all know the show that I was talking about earlier that has balloons and pics involved. Like some people wait all the way to the end till they get up there and be like, yeah, hold real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is going to be unpopular. I hate when people are on either side of the extreme, right? Like nobody should ever disown their kid. You should absolutely be a responsible parent. You should rock with your kid. You should do everything for them, right? I believe your kid is a part of your life. Your kid is a part of your identity, but it's not your identity. That's me saying that as a father. You understand what I'm saying? But like when people like don't say it at all, it's like to me, that's just manipulative. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think it's not out of protection for them. Nobody asked you where they stay at. Nobody said how many. Like and I do think it's harder for a woman with kids than it is for a guy with kids. Because 9 times out of 10, the kids are with their mom. You know what I'm saying? So they are actually there. Cool. Then you have the other side of it where somebody presents where their kid is their entire identity, but you out here dating, but everything you're saying is like, my kid. First date wise, that's a bit much. Oh, chill out. But do y'all ever think it's appropriate to, when do you have that conversation? Should it be on the app like Jason said? Should it be should you bring it up? Do you have to be asked? Like, what's the rules and regulations around that?
I think it's fair. I think you should list if you are a parent. I think you don't have to say how many. So you know how some people in their profile have like mother, nurse, whatever, right? sis could have 7 kids, but she doesn't have to put mother of 7. She just put mother. So then it's up to you to then decide, okay, now I know that she has children. In those conversations that you're having to get to know the person, you then, it's your responsibility, or even hers. It could be, she could bring it up too, like, yeah, I have X amount of children. And then you can decide. I think that's only fair. I think not putting that information, withholding that information. Some people don't like to put that stuff out there publicly. I don't see why or why not, but I do think that if you're not going to put that up there, like as you're talking to this person, that should be an automatic question up front, because there's a lot of folks that do not like to date people with children or don't want them for themselves. So you're just setting yourself up for the okie doke.
Exactly.
Hey, somebody said women only ask for kids to know that there's another chick lurking. It ain't even about the kid, the man or his kids. Just to know they're in competition with another one. Do y'all feel like men, like the mother of their child, always hold a special place? Is that like a thing?
I think it's men and women. I feel like your baby daddy. Listen, we all got a friend, a male friend that's still either crazy over his baby mama, still hitting his baby mama.
Hey, that's a fact.
Somehow obligated to his baby mama outside of the child. Slim, I didn't see it too many times where I'd be like, Slim, y'all been doing this for 14 years now, bro. Let it go. I did let it go, but she ain't let it. I don't need none of that. I'm good, Slim. I'm good.
That's toxic.
That's how, but we all got at least one friend, either y'all female friend or your male friend. You be like, girl, can you? Nah, I thought y'all was done. Trust me. That's why I'd be like, well, just put a little mom, put the little emoji with the little nugget in the bottom, like whatever. Just let somebody know.
Hey, Jason, did you have a bad experience why you don't do women with children?
So I'll be honest. I'm a stepfather in the sense that I don't have children. I've already fathered a child that is, not biologically mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm one of those people, like, if I step into your life and I step up, I'm not stepping down. You know what I'm saying? I was a stepchild and things like that. So it's a full responsibility. So I'm still, you know what I'm saying? That's not something I want to take on. And then honestly, dating someone with children, that child is a priority. We got to figure out where they stay, and if we want to have, our own time. If I want to just up and do something, we got to move things around. Like it's a full commitment that you have to commit to. Not to mention, that's just those parameters for me, understanding that I don't want to, then I also don't want the detachment of, if we break up and I built a bond with your child, that's a full, like, you could just snatch that at any point in time, versus at least I can get half custody or something to my own child, and then those are just the elements on my inside of my incubator. But then you put the outside, you got baby daddies, and you got, like, ain't nobody got time to be trying to he-man this man because I'm treating you better now. And all of a sudden he deciding that his change of heart to get his life together. Like, no, man, I've been working. Nah, listen, you got it, bro. Go be with your family.
You got it, bro.
Yeah. Ramad, what up? Ramad said, does the amount of baby mamas matter?
For me? Oh, for the women, go ahead.
Either or, baby mamas or baby daddies.
It matters to me for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Preferably a man with no kids. Me too. Like, and that might sound crazy because I have a kid, so it's kind of like.
Can I ask you something, Brittany? Just me and you right here.
Oh.
Can I ask you something?
What?
It ain't nobody else up here, man. It's just me and you. I have a real quick question.
Oh Lord.
How does that work? How can you have that requirement?
Okay, so it's different. It's different for me because my son is about to be 17. Me and my baby father, we are nowhere near like that. Like, no man has to worry about me messing with my baby father, him blowing my phone up, or being any drama, anything like that. And my son will be 18 next year. He'll be a grown man. So technically, I ain't gonna have no kids. You know what I'm saying? So, I prefer a man with no kids because I don't want no baby mama drama.
Can they be grown?
Sure. If they the same age as my son or something like that, sure. Yeah. But toddlers, babies, preteens, like no. Preferably 0 kids. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Man, you lucky we gotta go to this fair five, but I stay here right here. I ain't gonna do it though. I'm gonna save it for the 16th. I'm gonna save it. All right. So, is it fair or is it foul not spending time with a friend because your new partner always wants to hang out? Is it fair or is it foul not spending time with a friend because your new partner always wants to hang out?
Fair.
Foul. Oh, what did I just hear?
You heard fair.
Hey, I said foul. Asia?
Not spending time with a friend because my partner always wants to hang out.
Yeah, come on. Just gonna be real. Don't be different. Gonna be real. Come on, man.
Because you know I do that sometimes.
Yeah, come on, man.
I think that's foul. I think that's foul.
Okay. Brittany?
Foul. I'm gonna say foul.
Jason? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say foul because that's the right thing. That's how I feel, but it could be fair. It's without context. So
But
foul
it has to be fair or foul. Fair or foul.
Foul without context. Foul.
Okay. All right. So say which way it would be fair.
It'll be fair in like the first little honeymoon phase, couple months, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a lot of time together. But if it become toxic, where you like always attached at the hip and things like that, like I feel like as adults, you got to give people time to find their love, get into their space. Because like I got friends that, you know, I don't talk. I mean, we talk, but we don't get to see each other. We see each other once, 2 months. They got family, kids. Like life is happening. That's your priority. I mean, that's your thing. But if they're always like, hey, bro, let's hang out. Nah, man, my girl be tripping. Or like, bro, let's get together. Oh, I can't, man. She got me over here doing like, that's when it becomes like foul, because it's like, all right, bro, like you can't do nothing without this woman. That's different. So that's what I would say. But I think in that early phase where it's like you really building that love, that honeymoon, like lock in, man. Just get as much time as you can. But you should have, hopefully that person got a life and they got friends, because it sounds like they don't got no friends. And, you know, they always up under you.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel the opposite. I feel like this. At the beginning, you should set the boundary. It's always easy to hang out with your friends, equal like your regular scheduled program, and scale back. Once you hang out at the beginning all the time, it's going to be harder for her to accept the change later. So, like, if you have balance at the beginning, like, okay, I'm gonna spend time with you. Don't get it twisted. Like, I ain't been around no dudes like that now. So I'm gonna spend time with you. But like, if my pattern looks the same at the beginning, and it might heighten in moments, it might lessen in moments, it's easier to transition that way than it is to like we're together all the time 6 months, and then on month 7, you're like, you know what? I actually want to go to Vegas with my boys, and it's like, oh, we don't do that here. Yeah. But in reality, you used to do that before y'all met. My older brother told me this. I was young. I didn't get it, but I get it now. You're going to finish how you start. I don't care how old you are. So if you spent time together all the time, like FaceTiming on the way to work, the second you stop FaceTiming on the way to work, she think the whole world on fire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I say start with that balance early.
You know, I can agree with that 100%. I agree with what Jason is saying, and that's why I said, you know, it's fair, because I do feel like as an adult, especially at this big age, when you have your friends and you communicate with your friends, hey, I'm dating this person or I'm with this person, and, you know, we really liking each other and we want to spend time with each other. Like, you know, let me feel this person out and spend some time with them. And, you know, I'm gonna holler at you when I can holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and hopefully your friends understand that, because I've had girlfriends that have been like that. Like, all right, you want to be with your man? Be with your man. Cool. Because guess what? I got a life too. So it's like, I got a family. I got other friends. Like, it's cool. Do you? I wish you the best. Like, put me as a bridesmaid or something. But at the same point in time, like you're saying, when you start things off very, I don't want to say clingy, but just spending all this time with this person, you're always on the phone with this person, and then the minute it switches up, it's like, oh, you entertaining somebody else? Cause you're not talking to me that much no more, or you're not seeing me as much anymore. So like, what's going on now? Like, so I can understand the boundaries, but I also understand meeting somebody and really liking them and kind of like just wanting to be with them all the time. Like, I'm in the middle. God dang it.
I think it's unhealthy. I think it's unhealthy on the other side of like, if it's now you cutting everybody off. You're losing all your friends. Like I feel like now females do this more than men, where y'all go into this delusion, crazy over a guy. Y'all will fall out, lose your friends, lose your mama about somebody else you've been with 3 months, and then the second stuff get a little rocky, like you said, the pattern change. Now y'all trying to come back to your friends, and you be like, "Nah, Slim, it like you ghost with no explanation. It's not even real explanation. It's kind of like, hey, nah, or y'all just making up stuff so it don't seem like you with that person all the time, but in reality you with that person, which is cool, do you, but like you said, you start how you finish. Keep that same energy when if stuff go left. Don't call me when it's all bad, and want to hang out when it's bad versus when it's good. So I think, I will say that you have dudes that do it too, but I feel like I feel like our male relationships personally, like we're used to distance. You know what I'm saying? Like all my mans, like I can see you week 2, 3, whatever. It is what it is. We'll check in. We're in a group, boom, boom. But with girls, y'all are big on like personal girl time. And y'all got all of these girl events y'all do and things y'all do, whatever, this and the third. So y'all will hit a rocket ship. Y'all get the right guy and disappear and be like, girl, where's she? I don't know. She got some little boyfriend. And
hey, bro, you don't feel like women be more like territorial than guys? Like they friend get with somebody and then it's like,
they do. Women are definitely territorial because women are even territorial with other women. Like, don't let your best friend get another best friend. And it's like, bestie, who is this? I never met her before. It's like, oh, this is my best friend. It's like, no, it's not. You're my best friend. Like,
y'all delusional like that.
There's women out here like that, or they get jealous when their friend is hanging out with another girl too much, and it's like, hello, I'm still here.
And that's why male friends, the male pack lasts way longer than the female pack. Now, granted, there y'all got y'all some that go the distance, but we got a few friends where you be like, baby, why you ain't that's what we sit there and be listening to. Why y'all ain't cool no more?
For sure.
I just want to say quickly, because I agree, like as far as because with me saying foul, it was the always that got me. I would have had a different answer if the question was like, if I had to choose between spending time with my friend or hanging out with my partner, especially early on, because I have that conversation with myself sometimes, because in my mind, I'm like, all my friends are married. They have their person. I will actually talk to them later. I need to figure out, I need to get there. So if it was like, if I had to choose one at any given time or for a particular event or whatever, but this, with it being always, and exactly like Jason, what you're saying, because I don't want to then go ghost from my friends. And then when a problem arises, I don't got nobody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Or even just knowing like, my friends are my friends and my friends are my sisters. So for me, it's like, no, I'm still spending time. And Keenan, to your point, it's like, no, there's designated time for me and my man, and there's designated time for me and my friends. And that's how it has to be with balance. And he will have time for him and his boys as well.
I just personally hate when y'all plan out y'all time to go. That's when we gotta plan our time. But when it's the other way around, it's like, why you? Well, wait. That's it. It become a con. I feel like when the dude try to plan his own guy time is an issue. But when y'all do, go do your thing because I'm doing my thing. Well, my friends ain't doing nothing right now, so I'm stuck. But I'm cool with it. Yeah, it'd be y'all the other way around. You was just hanging with them. I was not. That was 3 months ago.
and like women got it. Like women can't just chill. Like they gotta have pajama night just to hang out. And guys is like, nah, bro. Let's just watch the game. Yeah, all that.
Valentine's, Mother's Day, Christmas.
But we just
parties.
kicking it though. We just kicking it though. We don't need like.
We're just doing this thing. All of that either. What women are y'all throwing? Y'all sounds like a lot of people.
Who was
y'all? But you ain't rubbing no feet though.
Where the feet at? Not rubbing any feet, but I can chill.
Wait, and on top of that, I just want to say, Kia, to what you just said, because y'all y'all be the same dudes that want your lady to then plan out the excursions for different stuff, to plan the things that y'all do, because we are detail oriented and things like that. You know, it's like, wait, nah,
That's
because
if
babe,
y'all
she
on
know
the
how to
trip.
hook it up.
Asia, that's obedience. That's obedience, Asia.
Keenan, get off my line.
That's
Get off my line.
that's if y'all going on the trip. If you ain't going on the trip, we
No,
gonna
I'm talking about like
figure
a
that out when we
vacation,
get there.
like a vacation or something like that.
I'm the planner though. Like, so I will say this. This is me and my wife's balance. She will set the vibe. Like, hey, these things seem super dope. Boom, boom, bow. I'm like the one that's gonna go in and like, yo, we need 6 hours there because we're gonna get these drinks here. We're gonna need a 6 hour window here. We insert that there. I'll look at a couple things. However, and I could be wrong. I'm not gonna generalize, but I just said, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It seems like it takes more for women to hang out. And what I mean by that, I'm not trolling for real. It's like guys could throw on their sweatpants and t-shirt and go watch the game. It seemed like it actually takes more for a woman to go get up, get together, and actually go hang out with her girls. It's like a process almost. But if I'm like, hey, yo, Jason, hey, bro, such and such play tonight, you trying to pop out to such and such, it ain't gonna be too much thinking behind it. Like, it don't matter. You get straight off work, you could just go. Women had this like, okay, you gotta be looking a certain way to leave the house and all this.
But you know why that is?
Go ahead.
Because we're feminine and you guys are masculine. So it takes more for us to be feminine, you know. We had this conversation earlier. We do dress up. We do want to look cute. Yeah, it's going to take us some time. You guys are guys. Y'all don't have to worry about that.
I mean, I agree to that extent to how Keenan put it, like just get picking up and go. But y'all do be theming everything, bro. Everything got a theme. I ain't gonna lie. Even Keenan talking about planning out 6 hours. Like me and my man's going to Miami. We said, hey, bro, we going out one night. We going to dinner. We get in a boat and we running. That's everything else is in between.
But with your lady, you ain't gonna plan little time slots. So what y'all doing?
We said just the homies. Like if it's just
the fellas. No, I was talking about my wife. I ain't doing that with my friends.
She was saying like they are planning it out. If y'all are going on a trip, by all means, y'all plan all the things. We just gonna be there. I'm cool with that. But y'all talking about something. Do you want me to plan it out, babe? Not really, because we probably ain't gonna stick to that plan anyway. And if we don't, it's cool. I feel like y'all be the ones that got this. We gotta hit this. We gotta hit this. I'll be like, hey, you know, I think it's a difference.
So Jason, you like spontaneous stuff. You don't want it planned out.
I do want something planned. Like we got some structure. Like I know we're gonna eat, so we're going to dinner. Where we going? I don't care, man. Just pick one of them jumps. I know we going to the club. What club we going to? I don't know, bro. We'll figure it out when we get it. It's a club. Like y'all, I think that's this one.
I don't think that's a gender thing though. I think that's a personality thing. And I can speak for, because I want to speak for all the ladies that are, I'm like a type C. So there are some things I'm very structured with. And there are also some things that I'll be like, Britt, where are we supposed to be? What we gotta wear?
Confirm.
Just give me the confirm. All right. Well, tell Keenan I'll be there. Like for real. Like I really am. Like
even that though, y'all got one person in the playing group.
No, right. So I'm saying, like, to your point, Jason, I'm actually more like you. And so I don't think that it's a gender thing. I think it's more of a personality thing. So that's the part that I'm saying.
Yeah.
I do agree that part. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. What?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I do agree that it's not like a overall like gender, but what I'm saying is there's always a thing, like you said, y'all know what y'all wearing this to, and you got this. It's still more structured to it. Like
I agree.
Slim, I'm gonna be there when I like. If my friend want to come out looking crazy, I'm gonna tell him like, hey, bro, you look crazy as hell. But if that's what you wearing, hey, less girls for you. So that's how it's going, but not y'all. Y'all be like, girl, you're not embarrassing me. Go back upstairs. Why you dressed like that? Why would you put that on? This and the third. Like, it's a whole thing. If you want to look stupid, hey, that's on him, Slim. I don't know. Hey, I can fit for myself.
And that's what makes us different, us women, from men. Like that's what we do. And sometimes as a woman, we might do that to our man. Like, hey, we're going out to eat. This is where we're going. Babe, that's what you're wearing? Yeah, you're not wearing that. And we might pick out the outfit. Like,
Agreed.
We're just girls. We're just girls. Okay.
I agree. We agreeing. We agreeing. That's why y'all don't come back to from Miami whole. It's always y'all go down there 5 people, come back 3.
That'd be crazy.
We go down 5 people, come back 8. Be like, we made some new friends.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm gonna ask this before we get up out of here, y'all. Does it matter at the beginning? Do you all feel? I'm asking from you all's perspective. Like you got to have a good pulse on his friends to know which ones you don't trip about him hanging with. So like at the beginning, we're past like casual dating, somewhat exclusively dating. Like you're in each other's lives to a point, but the time is being spent in different places. Do you all typically want to have a good pulse on which friend is? Oh, that's the friend you be okay.
You be acting out with.
Yeah, that's the friend you be. Yeah, do y'all does that play into the comfortability of y'all not tripping about hanging out or not?
Yes. 100% yes.
That's insane. That means you don't trust that man.
I was about to say it depends on your comfort level with your person. Because at the end of the day, if they have their own independency and they can't be easily influenced by whomever they're around, then why worry?
But we're at a comfortable place in our relationship, right? Like, so anything goes. I don't put nothing past nobody. I'm sorry, y'all. Just don't do it because people have proven me wrong over and over and over again. So I just feel like the birds of a feather usually flock together. However, there are some people that are strong-minded that can make decisions for themselves. I 100% agree with that. However, if I see that 5 out of the 7 of y'all are hosts, I'm just going to automatically assume like when you're out with them, you have to act as such, or you a wingman or you a something, right? So am I judging a little bit? Yeah, based off of the company you keep. It's not until like we're dating long, like a long-term type thing where it's like, oh, okay, I know my person. Let me see. He's never shown me this side, so let me just give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to write you off or tell you can't go. I'll never do that, but I will judge a little bit based off of the company you keep.
And you know what? And I'll tell you this too. There are people out there who know that they shouldn't go out with a certain group of people or a certain person. And that person might hit them up, hey, I'm going to such and such, come out with me. And your partner might mess around and just be like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight. Because it's like you don't want to put yourself in a sticky situation. So you're just gonna go ahead and turn it down altogether anyway.
At exclusively dating, that's tough.
At exclusively dating, that's tough to turn down the turn up.
No, whoa. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I feel like there is some value in still enjoying your friend. Like, I'm not saying go do nothing crazy, but like you'll set that boundary when it's time. If we get into a relationship, yes. Exclusively dating, I don't think that boundary should be set then. I think that's a bit much.
Can I go back to Britt with a Y? You married?
Yeah. Am I married? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your husband was a hoe, just FYI. You just didn't see that version. I don't want to like surprise you with nothing because I just want y'all just be thinking like birds of a feather. No, he turned it off. He said, you know what? I ain't gonna be a hoe no more. I got a lady. I don't want to hear her mouth, and I really love her. This and the third. So y'all be like, oh, all your friends, because they single and they outside, and that's what they doing. But it's plenty of my men that I know that they are married. They can go out, have a good time, and hang with all of us, and let us be us. And it's ones that we know that, bro, you can't go with us on this trip because you don't know. We know I ain't trying to help you mess up your situation. They gonna do what they gonna do regardless. But y'all love to be like, oh, he outside. Your friends be outside entertaining girls. So that's what he do.
Hey, but this is the thing, though. You wouldn't like him if he wasn't one, Brittany. You wouldn't.
Yeah, no, y'all already know I'm the first one to say my dude had to have a whole phase. Please get it out your system and come
not a whole phase.
I don't have time. That's what being a hoe is. Going through a whole phase is being a hoe.
No.
All right. Well, call it what you want. That's what I called it.
Hold on,
So,
Jason. So if you're going through a hoe phase, you're not a hoe?
So everybody a hoe then.
I
Yeah.
think everybody's had their hoe phase.
You a hoe forever because you went through a hoe phase?
No, you're not a hoe
No.
forever. You had a hoe phase, and when you had your hoe phase, you was a hoe.
For women, there's a hoe phase. For men, we
Y'all
dogs
are
until we get a
hoes.
leash. We dogs until we get a leash. And
Facts.
y'all don't want if he ain't a dog. If he ain't a big dog. That's what y'all like to call it. I want a big dog. Y'all know y'all want a big dog. Women, y'all are thrilled by putting a leash on a big dog. Y'all like, what y'all look at mine in the backyard. He ain't going
What
nowhere.
was
He
he
staying in that
talking
tree.
for?
Y'all is crazy to me. Can I just say,
No,
because I feel like
Jason.
y'all happening.
I don't
I
want a
just can't
dog.
get
I want a
behind
good
it.
guy.
I just can't get
No,
behind it.
that is
So
not.
y'all
That
just out
is
here,
not
y'all like
it.
poodles and y'all like just little teacup poodles and stuff.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It's some true. So what I'm saying is, nobody doesn't want somebody that doesn't have certain attributes about themselves. I'm not saying being a hoe. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that plays a factor in most women liking their guy. Like if he has zero emotion at all, you wouldn't like him, and you know you wouldn't like him. You know what I'm saying? It's just a decision that was made. It was a disciplined decision to be like, you know what? She like that. I gotta chill. And that guy's more disciplined than the rest. That's all that means. That's all that means. Because I don't care. You could take my dog right now. He's 15 years old. He's a Yorkie. He old as I don't know what. If you push him the wrong way, he will bite. All dogs bite. You understand me? It just depends on what environment with the right person and the right time. That's all that matters. That's what I'm saying. He bit my 3-year-old son for the first time he bit a human. He was 14 years old, man. It happens. But I think the thing that gets downplayed is like if you met him and he's seen like he can't get no other woman or he ain't really about that, he's getting X'd out immediately. Like, oh no, bro, I'm good on you. Come on now.
Boy, y'all swear y'all want a Russell Wilson, but y'all don't want no Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Russell?
No, I think I would want a Russell Wilson. I don't want to.
I don't want to say this because it's at 2 hours and I know we got to get. So I'm gonna say this is the thing about Russ that people don't understand. And I like Russ, respect him, salute to everything he's doing. But Russ caught Sierra on the back end of her phase. He didn't get her at the beginning of her phase.
Preach.
So it's like everybody saying that, but like, yeah, she was also like, oh wow, I got me one. I done did me. Let me chill out.
Go on, Pastor.
So that's hard. So like when people say that, I'm like, come on, y'all. He ain't get. I ain't gonna say because Sierra is like that. She still looks good, but it was like, if y'all remember history, Russ caught that on the back end of that phase.
And Russ just wasn't a dog amongst the black community. He likes to dabble in the polar bears.
Not the polar bears.
All of a sudden, y'all forgot that too. Y'all forgot that
Jason,
too.
I'm gonna need you to log off. Because what the hell, a polar bear?
All he dated was snow bunnies, and he got him one black queen, and y'all went crazy. But y'all is so we done. I'm done.
Yes, we are done.
Agent, what is Agent? What you thinking? I see them faces over there, girl. What that mean?
I really am stressed by y'all. That's one point. Second point is, I think that for at least for women, I do agree that we want like a big dog. Really, I want somebody that's secure in their masculinity, that did have time having fun, and also knew not just because of me, but on his own merit, also knew that it's a time that he will have to grow up, settle down, if that's a goal that he has. And then I come alongside when he's at that point in his life. Because the whole idea of I get a thrill off of putting a big dog on a leash, not necessarily, because then that leads to resentment. That also leads to it's not sustainable for him, because if he did not do it on his own accord, I can't change no man, and I'm very, very clear on that. And so he has to have his own discipline and have been at a particular phase in his life. Cool. That's when I can come on right along, so that it can be the Russell Wilson where he's all the things. He's ready to be boring, have some boring days.
What I'm saying is, you still put a big dog on the leash.
But it's the phrasing was about the excitement and like the thrill of it. I'm saying I don't think that someone would get off on that necessarily.
Not to maybe let's take the roller coaster out of it, take the thrill and the screams, but at the same time, when you search the room, y'all ain't looking for the betas, y'all looking for the that one right there. Yep, that's the big dog over there. Even though the big dog is calm, he been chilling for 14 years and ain't bit nobody. He's still a big dog. So therefore, that's the one y'all want. I meant the thrill of knowing that y'all took a big dog off the table or on his own or whatever, however we want to lightly, gently phrase it.
Don't put y'all. Don't put everybody in a y'all category.
I can't.
Do I need to remind you before we leave?
I know my big girl, but I mean.
Exactly. See, y'all love just being all these devil, but when I point out y'all personal, y'all are not me.
So when you say big dog, are you talking physically big? Like,
whoa, that went left quick.
No,
because he said big dogs. I'm like, we talking big dog or like?
We're not talking about physical. Y'all know a big dog when y'all see him, whether he a big dog or whatever.
I don't care if he a big dog or a little puppy dog. Just make sure you treat me right.
Securing their masculinity. That's
Thank you. That's a big dog. If that's hits, I don't think you're a big dog or little dog. I ain't never seen you with no short king in your life.
Who, me?
Huh?
My baby daddy short.
I can't.
You win.
So hey, look. So the moral of the story is, when you first get together, spend all the time with your friends, and she will figure it out, fellas. That's really how you handle that. I'm just joking. But anything else on the fair or foul, y'all?
Nah.
All right, man. Hey, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat engaging, being here tonight. It's been another episode of Millennials vs. the World. May 16th, man. We at SOS, the DC podcast party to link up. It will be epic. It's your boy K.Mims. I got Asia, Brittany, my good people from Friendship and Flow, Jason and Brittany, and we are out.
You are now tuned in to the realest podcast.
MW, we back up in this thing. You can't roll with us.